Hi, my name is Jen Shepard and I'm 30 years old. I'm a Beachbody coach. I've been a Beachbody coach for 3 months now, and I'm also a registered nurse who works casual shifts. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a history, I guess, of my fitness journey. So I've always been into fitness and always loved sports when I was growing up. And as I got older, I did have an injury when I was in high school, which prevented me from continuing on playing volleyball, which was my sport of choice at that time. And it was absolutely devastating to me. Like, I don't know if people actually understand when I've told them how devastating it was, but it was my life. Like, volleyball was my life. Yeah, it was a hobby, but it was just such a great way to keep in shape, and I really, really loved it. So when that happened to me, I was devastated. I couldn't play anymore. I was scared. I mean, they said that the doctor said I could, play with a brace and that sort of thing, and they wanted me to have arthroscopic surgery just to check and see how much damage I had done before I did do any sports and that sort of thing. So I went through with the surgery. Anyway, and I came to find out that I have 30% of my main ligament left. So I chose not to continue with volleyball. It was a really, really difficult choice for me to make, and I could actually, I kind of tear up thinking about it now, which may seem really silly to some people, but I guess if you think of something that's very important to you and then someone's saying that you can't really do it anymore, if you do, you're going to be at risk for re-injury or, potentially causing you not be able to work at a certain career if you do injure yourself, then it's extremely devastating. Yeah, so after finding out that news, it was really difficult. I did do 1 year of university. I didn't play any sports. I gained a ton of weight. I ate a lot of crappy food. I drank a lot of booze. The typical first year university thing that you go through, and never really got to the goal that I wanted to get to. I just wasn't happy doing what I was doing, I guess. Like, I wanted to have that happiness and enjoy working out like I did when I was in sports and playing volleyball, and I love that competitiveness. I love the social aspect of it. So yeah, I was really lacking something fitness oriented that was going to help me get in shape and be healthy. It was just a slow downward spiral. It was awful. So how did I get introduced to Beachbody? A lot of people ask me that, like how I came across it, and I never came across it as a funny thing. I was already very into social media. I already had a YouTube channel for makeup and that sort of a thing, like a style type of a thing. And I was already posting things about fitness and was getting very involved with fitness after Christmas of 2014. So 2015 pretty much. Well, actually, December the 1st of 2014, I remember finding this post on Pinterest, which was like a squat challenge. And I remember getting a few people to do the squat challenge with me, which required, like, you kept adding more and more and more and more and more on each day. And my goal was to keep active during Christmas, okay? Because that time of year, there's so many temptations, and my thoughts were, you know what, if I have a challenge or if I have someone to be accountable to and keep busy and active and stuff, that will just keep me on my toes and I'll make better choices, which it did. So I did that squat challenge. It was really fun, just something simple at home, and I stuck to it. I took it really seriously. Like, no one was really checking up on me, but I kind of had it in my mind that, I felt like other people are going to be asking me, maybe, did I do my squats today and that sort of thing. So anyway, technically it started then, but then January of 2015, I made a decision. My husband and I both made a decision that we were going to make fitness our goal that year. We wanted to get into the best health we could. I just turned 30 years old that, month prior to January, and I just want to be as healthy as I possibly can to live a long, healthy life is pretty much it. It's not necessarily to look a certain way. I just want to feel great, which I do, which we'll get to. So January, we decided actually to turn one of our spare bedrooms into a gym, a home gym. So we were kind of on the fence about it. We didn't know if we should do it, if it was actually going to be used or not. But we just said, screw it, we'll just go for it. So we did. We painted it a super bright lime green, and we put some decals up. We got some used gym equipment just to get started. I mean, we didn't spend a lot of money at all. We used flooring that we already had, just put it down. So we did it very budget friendly, cheap mirrors, you name it. We did it as tight amount of money as we possibly could because we just wanted to have somewhere to go that we could work out and get in shape. So we did. And Steven and I both started doing a high intensity interval training program for 8 weeks. And that really kick-started our fitness this year. So that was a great program, a lot of plyometrics, and a little bit of weight training and stuff as well. So we did that program and both of us were hooked. And as the weather got better, we started to want to get outside and get some fresh air. So we started running every day. I got a gym membership and I started going to the gym every day. And we just became very fitness-oriented people. A lot on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube already about the gym and about things I was doing, and I just love sharing information with other people because others would inbox me and message me and thank me for posting things and, you know, say that it was inspiring or encouraging, or can you do a video on this, or can you do a video on that? And I just love to know that I could help people. Like, even if it was just one person, it was just great to have that feedback and know that someone actually cared what I was doing and I was helping someone. So my sponsor, Krista, actually messaged me, and apparently she was very scared to message me and ask me because she was afraid I was going to shoot her down. So she messaged me and she said pretty much like, you do what I do. Like, are you a trainer or a coach or anything like that? And I was like, absolutely not. I almost laughed out loud, like thinking, definitely not a personal trainer, not even close. I just really love fitness and love working out, and, you know, I love nutrition. I love everything like that. I just try to be a better person in general. Anyway, she said that she does what I do, but she gets paid for it. She said, you're pretty much doing what I do, except you're not getting paid for it then. And I was like, yeah, like, I guess that's kind of true. But at the same time, like, I never ever expected anything monetary from what I did, like with YouTube, especially with makeup videos and things like that. You know, I guess I had a goal, I had a dream that it would be great to be able to have this side job of doing makeup and that sort of thing, just as a freelance makeup artist. It's just a hobby of mine, very passionate about makeup, very, very much so, just as much as I am about fitness. And I never thought, though, it would be something that I could make money at. It was just a hobby. So I'm sure you've heard the phrase, you know, do what you love and never work a day in your life. Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. Once she had planted that seed in my head, I was like, my gosh, I wonder if this is something that I could do. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought I could do it, but is it sustainable? That was my concern, I guess. My fears were that I was going to take on another project and fail. I did do a lot of direct sales when it comes to like Mary Kay and Scentsy and Grace Adele and, you know, a few other companies. I can't even remember half of them, but I feel like once you kind of get into that world, it's very easy to try something else because you're already very familiar with being self-employed and running businesses and stuff. So it's easy to kind of, I guess, browse around and find a company that's right for you. So that almost turned me from Beachbody, actually. Having experience in that type of a company, like being, you know, your own boss type of a thing, it almost turned me from it because I thought, well, I had been there, done that, and it never worked for me, so why would I try something else? So I was very, very skeptical. I did not say right away, absolutely, yes, I want to be a coach. Sign me up. I did not. I had never done a challenge group or support group before. I had never done the workouts before. Steve had the insanity workout and he absolutely loved that. He did it daily and he had such good results with it. Like when I thought back, I was like, oh, that's Beachbody. I didn't even know that was Beachbody at the time. I just thought it was like insanity workouts. And Peanut EX, same thing, right? It was like, oh, I've heard of all this stuff, but never really, Beachbody didn't ring a bell to me. So anyway, the more I talked with Krista and she filled me in some information on what Beachbody was and what it was all about, the more I thought, this is exactly what I want. So I was still skeptical and still thinking like, but how am I going to make money at this? Like, you know, like, do I really want to get involved in this and, like I said, fail at it, you know? And what will people think of me? Because that's another flaw that I have, is that I just worry way too much about what other people think about me. I want everyone to be accepting of what I'm doing. I'm now at the point with my personal development that I am fine with people not accepting what I'm doing as long as I'm happy with it and my family's happy with it. So anyway, just a little side note there. But yeah, I was really, really skeptical, like I said, and at first I was not convinced, so I thought about it for a few days. So after I thought about it for a few days, all of a sudden, the light bulb went off, and I don't even know at what point it triggered it. So my schedule is very, very flexible, and I do enjoy nursing, but it's very exhausting, can be very under-rewarding. Not so much financially, but just, you know, you do get a lot of flack from people because you're frontline staff. Yeah, so it can get pretty tiring in long shifts, and doing night shifts and that sort of thing can get very tiring. So what I thought was, well, you know, if I'm getting a few shifts here and there, and maybe it's something I could do to supplement the income, because obviously everyone likes to have money, but depending on the work that you're doing, you may not want to work as much at something if it's not enjoyable anymore. And I feel like if you really don't enjoy something, that you shouldn't be there. Like, obviously everyone needs to make money, so sometimes you need to work a job that you may not love. But I really enjoy nursing, but it's just really exhausting, like I said. Anyway, the more I thought about it, the more I thought, oh my gosh, maybe this is something I could do. And I started to watch a few YouTube videos on different coaches, because I was already familiar with watching YouTube videos, and I stumbled across a few of some people talking about coaching and how they became very successful. And when I looked at their story or listened to their story, kind of like you're doing now with mine, I thought, they don't have a crazy story. They're not trained, and they didn't go to school for it. They didn't have, you know, a degree in coaching or anything like that. They're just normal people who enjoy fitness and want to help others. And I thought I could do that. And if they can be successful, why can't I? Some people started with like no friends on Facebook, and they can still be successful. So I'll definitely touch on a few things this week, just to give you a little bit of reassurance about coaching if you are scared, if you're really interested but scared about it, to take that leap of faith. But let me just say in a nutshell, I just wish I could portray to you, like, I wish you could see how great of an opportunity this is, but eliminate all the fear. You know what I mean? Eliminate that doubt, eliminate the fear, and then you would have no hesitation. Like, if I said there was no way that you were going to fail at this, you would do it in a heartbeat and make money at doing something that you can do from home, and have so much time with your family, be able to travel whenever you want to travel, buy what you want to buy. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I get so excited talking about it. Like, I get goosebumps every time I talk about it, because it's so freaking exciting. And oh, I just want people to realize how awesome this company is, and that it can be great for you. And yeah, it's so cliche. Like, everyone's like, oh, do you want to work from home and make money? Yeah, no shit. We all want to do that. Like, that's, I mean, not everybody wants to do that, because some people like the social part or love their job, and that's great too. If you're not happy with where you are right now in your job, if you don't love your job, and you're willing to take a little chance at this business to see if it's something that may work for you. If it doesn't work for you, then fine, you don't have to stick to it. But if you're determined enough to make it work, you can make it work, okay? That's what you need to remember, is that you need to be determined, and you gotta want this, and you can make it work. If your why is strong enough, then you can do anything. I mean, your why has to be strong. You may have really pressing issues. You may have a lot of debt that you need to free up, so this would be great to make some extra money even on top of the job you already have. You may need more time with your family. Maybe your kids are like, why are you never around? Or maybe you're missing all your kids' events, never getting time off to go to any of their, you know, sporting events or school plays or whatever. Whatever it is you want, if you need a break, if you're exhausted from work, if you're just being mistreated at work or undervalued, I'm just telling you, this is a wonderful opportunity. I can't speak enough about it. Obviously, I can't shut up about it. And I do apologize, this is going to be a long video. I may break it into 2 parts because I just love to talk about it. So